So the question is to Jeff, when he said that he wasn't aspiring to be a 5 on the maturity model. And so talk more about that.
So I think I said it maybe a little bit different. There's a nuance, right? Not aspiring to be a 5 across the board, right? So if you've heard the Gartner bimodal, kind of speech, our systems of record, we're not looking to necessarily innovate on there. We don't want a lot of fast change. We don't want to, innovate, something that's very, rigid and solid. Whereas, for some of our more innovative parts of IT and of our business, that's really where we want to strive to be a 5. So it's not something that we want to necessarily be across the board. Maybe we'll get there, but I just think that our sweet spot is much more on a 4, with lots of pockets of 5s that are there when they need to be. Just thinking of that, composability is such a big thing when you're growing and you're expanding your lines of business, and that really means that you're going to need pockets of those that then can assemble really quickly and be able to supplement with your systems of record type things.
All right, thank you.
Good question.
Can I add
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
I know the question, I realize the question was specifically to you, Jeff, but I do have a point of view that I thought would be good to share with the group today. In our data strategy, we've broken our data elements into 5 key areas, and in one of those 5s we call Company 360, and it sort of ask yourself why. Company 360 is predominantly made up of transactional data, maybe data out of your ERP, could be data, specifically your master data. The reason why we give that asset as much focus as we give some of the other ones that are certainly more connected to our business sort of way of operating and our science is that as we've discovered in our drive to push more and more the barrier on analytics is the notion that we have to be able to connect the elements of those analytics to the understanding of our financials, or the understanding of our people data, or the understanding of our some of the core transactional things that are happening even within our supply chain, and that you can't really understand and equate the value proposition or where you need to make nuanced changes in the model without having that data there. So while we're not innovating necessarily in how we store that core transactional element, we're exposing it in a way that's fundamentally different than really anything that we've ever done as a company before because of that linkage and opportunity it has within analytics.